Hey everybody, welcome to Audie's Beach Life. Today we're at the Hudson's Flea Market in Surfside Beach, and y'all know I love shells. This is one of the few places in Myrtle Beach that actually has shells for sale anymore. I've done a good bit of shopping. When I get home, I'm going to reveal some shells that I purchased. I just wanted to show y'all what they have. They have lots of beautiful, beautiful shells. Most of them are natural. You do need to watch and make sure you're getting the natural shells if that's what you're wanting. They have a lot of shells from Indonesia, a lot of shells from Australia, and they are gorgeous. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see a little more. They have packets of shells, they have wind chimes, they even have some abalone. They have some gorgeous volutes. See, the price on those are $20. Very pretty. They have some beautiful horse conchs. Very pretty. These are gorgeous. This is one of my favorite shells. Those are $26, which is not half bad. They have all the way up to these really beautiful big ones. These are 50, well, 49. Super heavy and are gorgeous. So this is inside Hudson's Flea Market in Surfside Beach, South Carolina. It is in Building B. If you don't want to walk through the whole flea market, you just come to Building B. All right. So now I'm back at home, and I wanted to show you guys the shells that I got from the Surfside Hudson's Flea Market. So this shell is gorgeous. I cannot figure out what it is with my shell identifying app. If anyone knows, please tell me what the name of this shell is. It is gorgeous. I know it's not from around here, but that's one of my favorite ones that I got. This is a big cowrie. I cannot remember the name of this cowrie for I'm going to put the names on here at the end of the video so you can see which ones these are. This one is huge. We don't get a lot of cowries here on the East Coast. I think that one is from Australia. This one is a crown conch. Very pretty on top. Nice shells. Really like it. Kind of shiny. I don't think they've been sprayed with anything. Because some of them still have the white calcification on them. This shell is gorgeous. I don't know exactly what it is. This is another one that my app has not been able to identify. It kind of looks like a textile cone, but it's really faded. Usually their patterns are much darker. I'm not 100% sure. I will use my app to identify this one, which is having a hard time with. So if anybody knows the true name, please comment on my video and let me know what the name of this shell is. This one's really cool. I think this is a droop shell. I'm not sure which one. Again, I'll put the names on at the end of the video. Beautiful shell. Beautiful shell. So at the end of this video, I'll tell everybody how much I paid for these shells, which really wasn't much for gorgeous shells like this. This one's really cool. I'm pretty sure this shell's from Australia. Very nice, very nice, very nice. I think this is a Florida cone, not a Florida cone, a alphabet cone. You can kind of see the alphabet markings, or maybe it's a big Florida cone. I'm just not 100% sure. The top of this tells me that it's an alphabet cone. It's just super faded, but it's a big one. Really nice cone. I love the cone shells, and I don't think we have any here on this coast. Now this shell still has a lot of the beach stuff on it. This is a top snail. But the bottom of it is gorgeous, y'all. Look at the pattern. Super nice. I'm going to soak this one and see if I can get some of this beach stuff off of it. Still pretty crusty. Now this, I believe, is a Florida cone. Very pretty. It's very worn on the top. Very nice cone shell. I have a couple of cones. I think that's a Florida cone. Very dark inside. If it's not a Florida cone, please somebody tell me exactly what it is. Like I said, my app's having a really hard time with a lot of these shells. This is a cowrie. The patterns on it are so pretty. Let's see if I can get my camera to come into focus here. Yeah, it is. The pattern is beautiful. Such a nice cowrie. Come on, focus. Well, it's just not going to do it. Here's another cowrie. This one is gorgeous. It has these pretty markings along the bottom. Just trying to see if I could get my camera to come into a little bit more focus. I don't know why it's so blurry. But that is a beautiful cowrie. I like cowries. Here's another cowrie. Still pretty shiny. It's got some kind of glue or something on it right there. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna soak a lot of these and see if I can get the gunk off of them. This is another one that my app is having a hard time identifying. Very nice. Maybe if I zoomed in a little bit, it would focus better. Yeah, that's a good bit better. Very nice shell. I have two of those, maybe three. This one's a little bit bigger than the other one. They're very nice. This one is adorable. It is so tiny, but it is so pretty. It's got these beautiful brown markings on it. This camera is really making me mad, y'all. It will not focus. I don't know if it's where I'm sitting or why it won't focus. But this shell is gorgeous. I think this is a little Florida fighting conch. Not fighting conch, Florida horse conch. It's a little one. Very cool. It's a nice spiral. Maybe if I set that further back off, it'll quit trying to focus on that. And I have three of these shells. I don't know what they are either. All very pretty. There was one bubble shell in there. I think this is called a brown bubble shell. It's kind of thin. I was trying to keep him from getting broken. And then there's, let's set these all out. A bunch of top snails. I think it's my lighting. Maybe if I turn this way. Yeah, that's much better. All different top snails. This one, unfortunately, the top is broken off of. And it's quite sun bleached. This one is tiny. This one might be not a top snail, but I don't know. What else do I have in there? This one's kind of cool. The rest of them are the same. And there's this one. It's a top snail as well. It reminds me of our spiny jewel box shells here in the States. All right. So all together, here's all the shells. Put them in a little bit closer so you can see them all. Most of these inside here are just repeats of what I've already shown. And then on top of that, I got all of these scallops. They are gorgeous. Let's pull out some of the prettier ones for you to see. No flats, all rounds. That one's really pretty. That one's gorgeous as well. Some of them have beach gunk on them. They have to be cleaned. So this was all purchased at the Hudson's Flea Market in Surfside Beach. For all of these shells, it was $20. The total was $25, but she sold them to me for $20. We haggled a little bit. So the majority of these shells came in a basket set. All of the scallops were in the basket set. The only shells that were not in the basket set was this one. That one was $3. This big cowrie, it was $3. The crown conch was $3. I'm sorry, $2. And this one was $2. So for 20 bucks, I got a lot of shells. So if you're in the Myrtle Beach area and you're wanting to buy some shells, maybe you're not physically able to walk on the beach, or maybe to not be able to walk that far. A lot of these type shells you're not going to find in Myrtle Beach. Some of them you will. And you want some decent shells to take back home, and you don't want to spend a fortune. Hit up Hudson's Flea Market in Surfside Beach. They're open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They may be open during the week, but you'd need to Google it. And you can bring home some beautiful shells for just a few pennies. I hope y'all enjoyed this review. I hope you enjoyed seeing the shells. And like I said, I'll put some of the shells on at the end with the names of what they are. Thanks for watching.